Hello and welcome to Game-Geki, the show that, well, it's not all that good really. I mean, you can watch if you want, I mean, you know. But if you do watch it, you're going to be rewarded with fine quality content. I'm DDK, joined as always by Gekidami, as we return to the Literature Club. Isn't that right?
Yep. You could have 6 save slots then. It was 9 pages of save slots as well. So
damn, that must be a pretty penny. It's like £10 a slot, isn't it? So
that's a lot of save slots you can have. 9 pages of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but these are meager Doki Doki save slots. If they were Metal Gear Survive save slots, that's pure escargot of save slots.
How do you mean?
Well, Metal Gear Survive charge you £10 or something like that to buy an extra save slot.
Does it?
Yeah.
Jesus. So what are we doing now? We are reading poems again, weren't you?
Who should I show my poem to first? Yes. Alright, we'll start with Yuri.
Well, and then I'll give Yuri first. She's the one we're trying to get laid with.
That's the purpose of this game, right?
It pretty much is, because the guy even says it at some points.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Oh, okay, maybe that's tomorrow.
I can't remember what choices we picked, so I can't.
Nah, there's nothing massively interesting. We picked like stuff that seemed relevant to her.
This is
kind of a hat dash.
Darkness, despair, suicide. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face.
Well, that's weird.
Do you like it? I wrote about suicide and everything. DDK, you really spoke to my heart. How did you pick up on this so quickly? See? Totally bonded.
Yeah.
Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. I'm not really sure the subject matter is necessarily a technique per se. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Let's read some more of that book. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty, knees weak, palms are sweaty. See, I can write a poem.
Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
It's beautiful. How did you learn the subject material so fast?
That's quite.
I'm not used to this. What? Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. What kind of weird conversation is this?
One that would take place in anime, I guess.
Yeah. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. My boss likes to think before he speaks. It's very frightening.
Oh.
Yeah. Like if you say something, he'll sort of stare at you for about a minute and think, and you're like, oh, did I say something wrong?
Oh.
Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me
Wet.
really happy.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you know, streetlights and all that. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? In all this time at the club? I guess it was a novel, unique idea that was just brainstormed right on the spot. This literature club where they clearly...
Literature club, yeah.
So strange. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? What with all your technique and style that you kept going on about? And talking down on other people, yet you think people will laugh at you?
She got into a brawl though with that other girl when she talked about poems, didn't she? So,
she didn't laugh about it. Instead, she shat all over the other girl's work.
That's true.
Again, Yuri nods. Always the victim, Yuri. Always the victim. Huh? Even your close friends? Don't worry. Good old Uncle Papa DDK's here to look after you. Oh. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah,
Oh, she does.
I
Okay.
do. If it's with you. Does that mean she's not going to share it with anyone else?
She's gonna show anyone else. Yeah.
Oh damn it, she's written a book.
That's nice writing though.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed... Sorry, I was distracted by memories of the badgers that would usually congregate outside my nan's window. Must be the same kind of thing. This time I noticed the strange tendencies as a... I can't
As
read
an
that word.
ordinary human.
Ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconsciousness well aware of the rabies awaiting me. Well aware the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. Just like the badgers, actually. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon,
An urge. Urge.
The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The same knife that's gonna slit my throat. The same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. The coon! I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, visibly excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. A rush of blood. Classic
Pavlovian
conditioning. I slice the bread.
Have you ever heard of Pavlov bovines?
Pavlov? Is that a kind of bread?
No, it's a Russian researcher who worked with animals.
Oh.
Why was that even a poem? That is not a poem, sorry, it's just not. What the fuck is a poem if that's a poem? Literally any story is a poem then, as long as it's short.
Well,
I don't get it. I don't get it. I've read books like that. I mean, and they're not poems, they're books, stories. So how is that a poem? I don't get it. It really confuses me.
It sparks debate, right?
Does it?
There's no greater debate than talking about raccoons.
Raccoons, it's a roadkill.
Soon to be roadkill. I was a little bit more daring this one than yesterday's. I could see that.
Doesn't even rhyme as well.
It's a lot more metaphorical.
Is that what it is? Is that what a poem is? It has to be metaphorical? Like, should any text, as long as it's short, is metaphorical, it's a poem?
Laden deep with metaphor.
I guess it was written in verse. Is that it? Is the story written in verse is a poem?
Well, you see, the raccoon is the cancer. And the cancer keeps coming back. But then she cuts out the cancer with the knife. But it comes back more hungry. And she goes on about blood. It's quite deep stuff, really, if you think about it. I can't imagine the thing that this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Yesterday was just bullshit. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. We should bring in a literature teacher to discuss the merits of this poem, and then Yuri will show up and go, no, it's not anything to do with that.
I guess if you ever need to write a poem for anything, you can just copy one off this game.
Yeah. No one will ever know.
Yeah.
No real human beings with real lives would play a game like this.
No.
I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. How is feeding a animal hobby? A vermin. It's these sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. I don't know, my nan never kept feeding the badgers to herself. She always filmed them and everything. There's a film where there was like 5 badgers.
Jesus.
Why do you keep writing them to yourself? Oh, because they're embarrassing. And she wants to embarrass herself, I see. and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, DDK? Well, I am reading the manga for Dragon Ball Super. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we could do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After that, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be running a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Next one.
Who's the girl with pink hair?
That's, Natsuki is the one that's the young girl / woman. Sayori is my good friend, I think. And,
do Natsuki, because she actually had a permanent rhyme last time. Only wrong one rhyme.
I liked your last one better, damn it. I guess that's true, because this one was respectfully towards Yuri. Oh, really? Damn it. Never would have thought. Well, yeah, I could tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat, just like my chest.
Oh,
That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language.
like Pavlovian.
Pavlovian, it's pretty complicated. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Pavarottian?
A rhyme!
Yuri's head's over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Huh. Making your reader look so hard for all the deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. A terrible way, but one way.
That's actually,
A lazy way.
that reminds me of that stupid fucking game Limbo, which is utter bullshit, and just because, Jesus Christ, Natsuki, the character herself is in the actual chat, and Natsuki says hi in the chat. It's very confusing.
That's kind of terrifying in a way.
Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Limbo, which is a lot of bullshit. So many people trying to assign this deeper meaning to its utterly hollow plot. Have you ever played Limbo, by the way?
No. Is that black and white
that
thing
game
where you escape?
Yeah, it's a bullshit 10-minute trial by error black and white game where you just essentially... It just ends and it's like, oh, wait, they must have a deeper meaning. It totally doesn't, it's bullshit. I hate that game. Anyway, keep moving.
But in my opinion, it's the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. I hope you'll learn something. Oh, this one's different. It's more wordy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with hers. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, her heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. If she keeps it private, it doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone.
You missed one of the it doesn't matter there.
Damn.
You said it doesn't matter if she has little hobbies, then you just accept to if she keeps it private. You didn't. You forgot to say.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone if she keeps it private.
If she keeps it private.
It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. If you smell the rock is
gross,
cooking.
she's gross. It didn't rhyme.
It's gross. She's gross.
Didn't rhyme. Disappointed. Everyone rhymed. This one didn't rhyme.
But you can see this is like a play on like offending someone that has like tastes that are different from yours, but are still, you know,
Yeah, I quite like.
Kind of grasp the meaning of this writing.
Yeah, I like this one.
More easily.
Yeah.
Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up.
Okay, four lines, wasn't it, if I recall correctly?
I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it, because I won't.
Please don't.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies.
You should unhinge your mic.
And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is on an ignorant jerk, like Gekidami.
Oh.
Do you know people like that? Of course, talk to him, Anna. It's always how everyone thinks, mate. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby, or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh?
Oh.
Did you say Yuri? Yeah. What? She wrote about feeding raccoons.
Well, yeah, shouldn't
Didn't really jump about other people's opinions or anyone's opinion.
The raccoon?
I guess the person wasn't sure about her weird feeding the thing. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers, feeding badgers.
Right.
Oh, yeah, her hobby. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about these things. Just because they're a witch's coven and they're probably going to murder me by the end of this game. At least that's pure speculation. I have no idea what horrible things await, or if anything awaits. Maybe it's all a joke and this game is the most boring game ever for 10 hours. Well, that'd be an amazing practical joke, actually.
10 hours, it's literally just
this, yeah.
Just this poem after poem after poem.
You mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. It'd be like that Gone Home game where it's just like a really gentle storyline.
Yeah, and then it just
kind of ends and that's it.
It just ends, yeah. Gone Home was amazing.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ooh. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Stupid goddamn vermin. Natsuki had trouble finding words. She's just basically shut herself down. All she does is judge Yuri. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. I mean, her name is Yuri after all.
Pretty embarrassing name.
Japanese word for lesbian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure about
that? At least lesbian-based things, anyway. It's a sibling to yaoi, which is the male version.
Better Google that.
You better Google some Yuri. I mean, welcome back, Gekidami. Dun dun.
Yuri is also known by the Waisei Eigo construction girls' love. I guess it's a Japanese jargon term for content and a genre which involves love between women in manga, anime, and related Japanese media. So I guess you're right, yeah.
Yeah. Does Natsuki mean something like that as well? I guess you should try not to be so mean.
Good point. Natsuki sounds like a generic name to me though, so
it'll probably end up just matching to this because it's not as generic.
The first result is Natsuki Doki Doki Literature Club Wiki.
The ending. Damn it! You spoiled it all. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviour and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even
so
if apparently, her writing style is really different. Yep.
Apparently, Na means vegetables, greens, and Suki means moon. So it's vegetable moon. There you go.
That probably doesn't really mean too much.
It's apparently it can also mean Natsu means summer. Mi means beautiful.
Could just
so it's either vegetable moon or beautiful summer, or summer beautiful, I should say.
Yeah, I guess the names probably don't mean too much then.
Yeah.
At least at this point in the story, anyway. I'm sure she'll appreciate the message, even your poem. It's what I do best, after all. Damn it, poetry is your absolute defining characteristic. Are you absolutely sure you don't want to take up any other kind of line of work? I don't like writing unless there's a good message to be taken away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. Is she going to go to university and do, like, some throwaway course for 3 years just so she can get drunk for 3 years? Like,
Probably.
poetry study or something.
Arts. Women's
The
studies.
arts.
Oh yeah, it's International Women's Day today, isn't it?
Yeah, International Women's Day.
Yeah, so women's studies. That's trash.
Whoa. You're not really singing the praises.
It is, isn't it? It's like some poetry or a real thing.
But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write
Communication
a
studies.
good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. I guess if they're all trying to impress this guy, they're really going to force him to up their game. That's probably why they wanted this one guy in their group, so that they could all kind of play off it.
I guess. We are very
Alright.
popular. I don't care, whatever.
Sayori then. I like this one, DDK. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad Suicide was particularly nice. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. It was all bullshit. I've not even read a word of either poem. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't try to be too nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear about it. Constructive criticism only, please. No. I still like this one. I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, DDK. She's got that kind of edge as if she's like, really desperately trying to please DDK.
Yep.
Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? She of course got no answer for it. The people barely even discussed it, DK's quality writing. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad. Wow, then praise from you is praise indeed. I should go home with a badge of honor on my chest. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah! I just do it because I've got no friends. Me neither. Ugh, why should you bother them? Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. Like, look, her shirt's still not buttoned up.
No.
If you don't,
Blatantly didn't take your advice.
you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, you know, a new shirt, that costs bank, right?
Is it school uniform?
Shouldn't have enough money to feed herself.
Oh, that's in Japan though. Apparently, everything's crazy expensive in Japan, so I guess they would have to buy their own uniforms.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. You've really cleared that one up. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Melancholy. Melancholy. That's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like
Not
things
melancholy
that are
then.
happy and things that are sad. No, I got the wrong word. I'm not quite the wordsmith I thought it would be. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, all this poetry is a bit sad when you think about it. I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give that rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Oh, damn it, I didn't want to go into overtime. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, DDK. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Autumn is the worst month. Darkest month. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Damn it, it is about cancer.
What?
It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty self could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door.
Ooh, rhymed again.
Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. All these poems are so dark and miserable. I don't think I've seen a single cheerful poem.
I actually like that one though.
It was like
not only did parts of it rhyme, but the whole thing was it was pretty cool. I think the worst one up to now has been Yuri's.
Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? It's amazing! Well, of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I thought that was bullshit. I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Damn it! No way to put them down.
You said the meaning to Sayori.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Oh yeah, it's like people people needing someone else to be happy all the time. That's kind of what they're going about there. Writing is like magic, except without considerably less magic. You've got a pretty passion about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Whoa, no need to turn things dark. Don't get ahead of yourself. So I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Wow.
Snakes up! Sorry, I had something on my throat there.
Damn it. You alright, Gekidami?
Oh yeah, I'm fine,
I wonder if this is one of these times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
How is your amazing podcast, by the way? The Not So Serious podcast. How's that going, by the way?
Whoa.
On
Not
the
Serious podcast.
Channel.
Stunning 10 episodes. God.
Whoa!
Yeah, whoa, yeah. It's a
the last episode.
Well, I better get into the next poem. Hi again, DDK. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not getting bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
But not this time!
Damn. You mean I'm not really progressed as much as I thought? I was really chuffed with that last night.
You suck!
I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. It's weird how it keeps changing between third and first person.
It's like, yeah, and it's also that sometimes it's just clicking on them gives them the poem, but now sometimes, no, it's not. Like,
I walk over to this. I gave them this.
Yeah.
In a minute, it'd be like, you feel the cold on your face. They're going to the second person. Alright. Great job, DDK. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I really like the bit about suicide. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Oh yeah, gonna need less edge on that. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for people to underestimate me. That's why it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyway. I know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Whoa, 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 you're calling it simple?
Why is the game so focused on Yuri and Satori then? It's like everything's always constantly pointing out what those two like.
Well,
Those two always interact with together. It's really weird.
I mean,
Is this based off like the choices because you got Yori and Satori like the polar opposite?
I think
Or is
I've got to think that the game is the storyline is changed quite a bit from
Maybe.
what it could have been, because obviously it knows that we're making stuff Yuri likes.
Yeah, I guess.
It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. I bet if I watch this on YouTube when someone else plays it, they'll all go for Yuri as well, so we don't see anything different. Damn it.
Oh.
Or letting them deeply analyse all of the nuances. It could take years of praxis, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Oh god, not really. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. I hope it turned out short. Save me.
Somebody say.
It's not Superman.
Smallville. Smallville, not Superman. You've never Superman.
Oh, damn it. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Damn it, is this one of those things from Resident Evil, the books that you read?
It does come
For
across
Richie
that.
Tasty. The noise it
Oh,
won't
shit.
stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Square wave? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Wait, there's more. Wait for it. Wait for the drop. Load me. Damn, this got kinky.
Like, what? Is she a robot?
Huh?
It's dumb.
Is she a dishwasher now? Talking about it's a poem about mixing your whites and your colours.
I guess it's meant to be abstract, but that's like, it's crap. That's even worse than yours, and yours is pretty bad.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I just phoned this in, you know. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. I'm just a yes man after all. It's just a kind of thing. I've never really seen it before, I guess. Does DK not like anything? I mean, not like anything. I kind of like playing with space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. Whoa, I felt my head being blasted off with a spell with that big page of blank in the middle. It's like when you expend a comment that's been contracted and it's got a big like gap and then a random word at the end. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it look like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. No, I didn't see that at all. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Damn it. If the average person that reads it can't get it, does that mean you failed as a writer?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. This is. I hope you're writing these down. Something you'll find yourself facing. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Whoa, good
It's
point.
like Mei Ling level.
So I give a. Oh yeah. Snake. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Damn it, let's save my game right now. No, I'll wait until a decision comes up. You never know when you might change your mind. What kind of advice is that? Don't forget to save your game, Gekidami, whenever you come up with a bad decision.
I guess it's so that you can go back and get different endings easily.
Something unexpected may happen.
Kind of a weird thing to say in the actual game then.
Is this
breaking
tip
the fourth
even
wall.
about riding? I better save right now then. I'm paranoid now. The game's gonna take all my progress away from me. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Damn it, I
Really?
can tell that the
Weird fourth wall
something.
break.
Yeah, it's a warning, that isn't it? Save early, save often. Thanks for
I
listening.
think you can't get game over in this game.
Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Don't you mean something planned today?
What did I say? Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. We really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can get together. Well, it's been good in a few days. I just remembered being at that stupid stupid club festival thing at uni when we were at this little booth for the book club, and we had a few books laid out to sort of demonstrate the kind of books we would read. And then some random, clearly homeless guy wandered up and went, "Oh, are these books for free samples?" And he just looked dirty and all worse for wear. I was like, oh my god.
What did he say?
He wanted to take one of the books thinking it was like a free sample.
Oh. Did you have Perks of Being a Wallflower, whatever it's called?
I don't remember what books we had out. I think they were just a bunch of one of the other members' books.
Oh, right.
We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Suri's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't even tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Oh yeah, that would have just been trickled down the grapevine, would it? Performing? Acts of personal gratification? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Oh yeah, they're going to be queuing out the goddamn door for that.
Bet they are. Why don't you just rename the club to the Poetry Club at this point?
Yeah.
Poetry.
Sari's putting out all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare it ahead of time.
I guess that makes sense.
Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you?
You're not gonna see
well,
those
I did.
posters?
Nah, maybe they can't afford the animation budget for that. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Cut to a static image.
Well, no. So they are just standing in a row at this point, basically. It's not a bad idea.
Guess not. No, I think it's like. I guess well, I did say go up to the front of the class, but I think it's like representative, isn't it?
I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. Why would they decide to do something they're clearly not even closely comfortable with doing?
Monica's comfortable. She's the leader, so that. I guess what's the face is comfortable to the very left there.
I could never in my life do something like that. Oh well, it's alright. The other two can just hand out pamphlets whilst two perform.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I never could in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri's shaking her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Well, it's poetry, no other kind of literature. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons. So it is a personal gratification performance then. and having fun. That's right. And these reasons are why we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to feel the feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. Damn it, you don't know them very well then. If it's all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem. Oh yeah. You're really shy and you're really worried about this, aren't you? Well, don't be shy. There you go, problem solved.
There you go, yeah. It all it takes is that, and anyone can do it.
And I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. If I do it, these girls are definitely gonna do it.
Agree with who?
I don't think it's too much to ask. So man up, you two. Get good. I think that Saria and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. They've certainly not brought in any people trying cupcakes in the last few days.
I'm not getting new members. I mean, these girls must feel like boys lining up ready to join the club just for them.
Well, maybe, but nah, I must be the most global and I'm just the only guy like me in this entire school.
The only boy in the school, maybe.
The kind of guy no woman in her right mind would date. I don't spray out dependency.
I don't know. Well, these girls seem not getting your pants.
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. Sorry, I guess I'll agree to it and then not turn up.
Bullied into
really
it.
Have a choice. Plus his peer pressure at its worst.
It
Absolutely
is, yeah.
Disgusting.
Terrible. And that's the girl you're apparently trying to go after.
Damn.
It's the girl you like the most.
Damn. Like. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Sorry, because of that, I've got to play this sound effect.
You better fucking believe it, cause I'm gonna be the death of you lot!
I'm gonna be the death of you lot! Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. Oh boy. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting in front of each other. This is the most boring club I've ever seen.
It is, it's crazy, isn't it?
No way! Monica, this is too sudden. I know I'm speaking in front of you right now, but whatever. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no! I mean, they've all heard the poem already, so... Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course! Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself, and she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting a poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. April, it's the coolest month, cruelest month. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me, everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. She could have at least done it a little bit badly so that they would feel a little bit better about themselves. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The fours of applaud. Sorry, I've got an applauding sound effect somewhere in the sound bank.
Yeah.
There we go. That's quality
Very energetic
building.
applauding then.
Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I can read. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Better rip this band-aid off as quickly as possible, right? It's the best strategy whenever you're uncomfortable.
Very admirable of Yuri then.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up, keeping her head down. She quietly walks over to the podium. Oh, she's going to talk with her head down. She's going to mumble the whole way through. And then I went to the... God, they're the greatest readers then. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it! Yuri. It's called The After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reciting the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Could you like read the first 3 lines like before on her own and then walk outside as she's reading it, and then it's like she'll seem perfect. The quivering voice transforms with sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. Perfect for Women's Day. The poem is full of twists and turns into the structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed within her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality. Up there goes gravity. I won't give up that easy. And glances around her as she bewildered. Even herself, my spaghetti. It's up to me to save the situation. Damn, better save my game.
Save the situation!
I'm the first person to start applauding. Yeah!
Oh, you have to be right, slope up. And everyone begin to clap. And yeah.
Like this.
Don't slope up. That's just wow.
Wow! Whoops. Whoops. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. Actually, it's because she was rubbish. We were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the phone to her chest and rushes back to her seat. That was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops off a chair and carefully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Meadow could be another euphemism for lady garden. Sorry, I giggled.
Is he gonna flub it?
Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? We just looked at the paper and read the words. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror and you're in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see, I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. April is the coolest month, cruelest month. Somehow it feels like a soft voice was made a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's a serene and bittersweet.
Non-calling.
If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost give it a whole new meaning. That's right, all the poems that you've not liked thus far, it's because you've not heard it from their mouths.
But you've been trying to imitate their voices.
Yeah, good point. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems, and all the voices I've imitated so far are canon, by the way. It's like I get to reach more deeply to someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even DDK liked it! Senpai! I guess that's a good sign. That's right. I'm infamously hard to please. If even Gekidami liked it, then it's a good sign. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of a poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of general delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need to be a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing this kind of thing. It's just embarrassing in doing it in front of other people. And next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time for the festival, you know. Why can't you just read our own stuff? Okay.
Cause it's shit.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Huh.
Or DDK.
Don't make me go before DDK. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let DDK lower everyone's standard a little before I have to do it. Damn it, now she's outright just coming out and saying, "Do you take
Shots
work is
fired.
shoddy?" Natsuki, it's fine, it's fine. You might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel awkward. Suicide is something I contemplate at night as I read Dragon Ball Super. It's super duper.
Mom's
There you
spaghetti.
go, that's the poem. Mom's spaghetti. Since I'm not entirely confident in my writing, it's hard to put energy to it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. I doubt it. I ain't getting good. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of his seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? If we all face the wall, will you feel more comfortable? Because you're presenting. Huh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump! Jump!
Jump.
Oh! Natsuki takes a breath.
Film.
Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, the poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds.
Someone's really good at this then.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again, though. Well, I mean, the whole point is to do it again, right?
Yeah, that was just practice.
You at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be better the other way round. Well, it's not just how it is, so... Well, I guess that's just the case. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope with an idea of what it's like now, I think it'd be like pushing training for days, and then on the day, half the people don't even show up because they're too scared. Damn it. Ruined it. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? When is this festival, anyway? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find another poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me feel really happy.
I hate that pose she does. It's really bizarre compared to everyone else.
Cheapo animation.
No other.
She's the leader. That's the leader's pose.
No other character seemingly has a pose that is that contorted compared to the standard poses.
Or inspiring pose that shows off her itty bitty size 8 waist.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, everyone.
Could just stand straight shut off.
I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish up planning tomorrow and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day.
I guess that means there's 2 more cycles then?
I would assume and bloody
It's
hope
one more
that the
and then
festival is the end of this.
This game can't go on forever, can it? It's been
If
2
you've
an hour
written
stream,
an epic
plus 2 hours.
1,000 word, 10,000 pages. I can't wait. I could do this. I could do this. Alright.
In the chat we have the FBI who says hello. Also German Ball.
It's the actual FBI.
The FBI, I'd like to point out that in the West at least all of these girls are 18. So
yeah, the canon age in the West is 18.
Yeah.
That way, there's no way you'll be able to find the enthusiasm of Siri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica,
German Ball,
then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? I assume you want to walk home with me. That's just how we are, right? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? It's really dumb.
the FBI says between quotes 18.
18. Damn it. The FBI is on to us.
I'm sure that really they look younger, but they're actually millennia old because like magic or whatever. It's not like excuse
Oh
for
yeah, they're all 10,000 years old.
10,000 years old. What game was that that's from?
All of them?
Stupid. Oh, is it? Actually, it's quite a common thing, isn't it? Isn't it like in what's that game that's coming out on PlayStation 4 recently as well? The MMO. Eve, an online game. We've played it, but we didn't play it on Game-Geki, but we did play it between ourselves.
Whoa, in our personal time, where the USA...
For Game-Geki. Yeah. It was that game with those weird animal girls. Terra Online, that was it, Terra.
Oh, Terra.
Thanks for that PlayStation 4.
I mean,
Just
does this game have things like that in it? I mean, I don't even know what this game
I have no idea. The FBI says, just stay away from Natsuki and you'll be fine. Well, we're aiming for Yori at this point, so Natsuki can...
Oh, that's true. Whenever you pick the dirty words, it was Natsuki that would flag up, wasn't it? Like, if you pick like climax and things in the poems. I think Natsuki must be something nasty.
Oh, German Ball says, protect Natsuki. Well, I guess...
Oh, God.
Going for Yori, so Yori's like the most mature looking one anyway. Like Monica.
Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice though. Unless they're all... Unless it gets really weird with all of them. And you're only saying that because Natsuki is clearly underage. I mean, canonically not underage in the West. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, DDK, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. You know, I've probably walked myself into a horrible cul-de-sac here because this game is going to get really, really weird eventually, isn't it? And I'm going to have to read it all and it's going to be really uncomfortable.
I thought you mean. The FBI says don't leave Sayori hanging. I mean, come on, walking home with us every time.
I walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days. A lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori. Is she getting troubled at the fact that I'm drifting towards Yuri? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... fumbles with the word. So let's just say that one day Yuri has to walk home with... Whoa, she's not dumb, is she? She's cottoned on. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Damn, the heartbreak. Chances are Yuri's a perfectly upstanding woman, but Sayori's going to come and get me. She isn't going to allow me to be taken away. We're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, I've got a choice now. Time to save.
Well, what the save? You're going to play it again, are you? I mean, I guess if you save him, then you can do another playthrough, right?
Oh god, no! Okay, I'll never save again.
Keep saving. I get. So, yeah. So I mean, what would you do then?
Yeah, this is a tough one now because.
I mean, I guess you.
This is a very 50-50 choice. I mean, can't you walk home with both of them?
Yeah, but you know, it's like a euphemism for like forgetting coffee, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of weird though, because if she asks you to walk home with you, you're not gonna like say no, fuck you, and say alright, right? So I don't know.
Well, so you would walk home with Yuri, right?
I would personally still walk home with Yuri. Yeah.
So you would no longer walk home with Sayori.
Oh, it still would, like the other days, maybe. But if Yuri asked me blatantly to walk home, then I'd say yes.
Gotta lay out this then. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialise, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. He's backpedaling already and he's barely finished a sentence.
Damn it, yep. I like how the text you say actually kind of, explains it. It doesn't like just say cold. You kind of lays it down in like a neat way, that kind of like we were saying between us.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. See, it's never going to happen. We're never going to be. There's no sign of us getting close together. We didn't sit shoulder to shoulder as we read a book together.
Maybe he just says that because Yori lives in the opposite direction, though.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. Especially you're the only person bringing in the new members after all.
Yeah. What?
If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I'd say there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows?
Well,
So
I
it's
guess
time
I
for
know
the
you're going to do a
gameplay.
poem, right? So, the gameplay. Yeah. So I guess we should just go for Yori again, right?
Alright.
So sadness, heartbreak, pretty obvious.
Sadness. Oh, no.
Oh, what the? Jesus Christ.
It's not a simple cut. Inferno.
I like that the after image there. Very Dragon Ball.
So obviously skirt would be the pink hair one. And Parthay would probably be the other one. How about Essence?
Oh, nice. Nice guess there. Horror.
Disaster. Like really strong negative stuff tends to pick her up.
I have complicated words as well.
Dark.
Like complicated words.
Yeah.
Depression.
Ambient. Tenacious.
No, maybe it's more to do with complicated words than dark words. Then.
None of these are complicated. So I'm gonna go with pain. No.
Oh, I see.
Dazzle. No. Incongruent.
Yeah, there you go.
Disoriented.
Precious.
Precious. No. Nope. Maybe there's sometimes not a choice for them all. Infinite. Insight. Intellectual. Unending. Death. Oh, no. Surprising that she jumps at them. She's the least death-like of them all.
Yeah. She's changing.
Breakfast.
Anxiety, I guess.
Yeah, that's her personality. She has a card with the word anxiety on it. Here's your character. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Damn it, what kind of boss are you? I guess you're just letting this club run itself, huh? Don't worry, I just walked in too. I need to catch 30 winks after all. Were you practicing the piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up the piano. Well, maybe not determination. Maybe I'm just a busybody know-it-all. Guess it's just passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Oh, I can't wait for the festival. Wow, she's really changed her feeling about it. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where you get to play and eat all the kinds of delicious food.
You're definitely right.
This festival sounds way better than the student fairs day.
Yeah.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do you have any fried... Do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say that. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Huh? Whoosh. Is that the sound effect of that pose? Whoosh. That's not how you say my name at all. Monica. It's also the joke that makes no sense in translation. Translation to what? Your own language?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where to go with this.
Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for today, okay? Fine. Your recent actions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at the desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Damn it, is she becoming troubled by my lack of support for her walking home?
She's dead on the inside.
Damn. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. I guess DDK's crushed her gentle spirit. How could he? That monster. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Oh yeah. Sound like just a fine person says they're fine, see? They need convincing people. So he shows a big smile. Well, there you go. Thanks.
There it is. You can see it. You can see it right there.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone, because you're not having fun with me. Alright. If you say so. I've already glanced at Suri before glancing back towards everyone else. The conversation's already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticing anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monika, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. DDK, what's up? I've got so much admin to do, can't you see? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? I only just got in here like a second ago, so how? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Well, I've been reading these papers, so no. Oh, you think so? Unless they share classes together outside of this. That's not really been explained too much.
No, it hasn't, has it?
I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Suri, who was idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. I bet her poem's going to be the absolute devil's work today. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, DDK. You certainly know a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really likes this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Poor thing. She's in love with DDK, and DDK has ruined it. Sorry, it's not a problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. I'll drop it now. Oh no, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I bet the people at home, the millions of people watching the show, are just wondering what's wrong with her. It could be anything, many things. Or it could be like some horrible personal thing that's like just nothing to do with anything. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know.
She's just tired.
I'm talking to myself. You sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she has a hard time bringing up with a person of interest. Person of interest?
That's a crap TV series.
I think the FBI there is familiar with the concept of people of interest.
Yeah,
I believe
the
we're
TV
people
series
because we're playing this game.
Probably, you really see one. I'm now watching, so I guess it's pretty bad. The TV series called Person of Interest was about the FBI as well, so
there you go. What do you mean by that? They're saying that the thing on her mind is you, DDK. Me? How on earth would you come to that bizarre pickle of a conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, and it wasn't brutally obvious in the context, but Suri talks to you more than anything else you know, about you more than anything else you know. She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. I wonder if she would have been happier had we had picked the other option then. Or simply moving towards Yuri has already done the damage.
I don't know, because going like death and dark triggered her in that last promo.
Maybe that's why maybe she's trending towards dark thoughts now.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe that changes over time. It's very different now than it has been. You're so funny, DDK. Now go and wallow in your self-pity as you've destroyed another human being's soul. If you thought that you've always been made her so cheerful because she's always been around you. Oh, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I'm not a psychiatrist, right? Didn't mean to jump to conclusions. She should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her. Try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel next to Sayori and gently talk to her. Obviously her voice doesn't carry across this huge classroom with just 5 people in it.
Maybe she's at the back there.
Hey, how you doing? But she's keeping her voice so quiet, I can barely hear it from her. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh on me so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Oh! Suddenly I notice Sayori peering at me from the side of over a book. Are we gonna read another chapter now or what? But she looks away just as quickly, a flustered look on her face. I realise that she won't get anywhere like this. Obviously, he's wriggled his way into her heart so much that there's no way out of this situation now without destroying someone.
Nope.
I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. Oh, I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring at anything, but what a posture you have. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. This guy really likes to say, you're right.
You're right, yeah, doesn't.
I'm sorry. He also says, I'm sorry a lot. I guess he is very bad.
I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, it's funny you say
Perhaps
every
I
time
should
the word
adjust this voice to be very bad.
every time the word yes comes up, no matter what character, you always say it in like a very Burton way as well. You go, yeah.
I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. But the problem is I can't transition.
Yeah, you have to can't
her
switch.
voice
I was about to say it'd be hard to switch to from Barry Burton to someone else.
Don't apologise. I have to like stuff my nose up. It's the only way I can switch. The trouble is the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. No, I can't do it. It's really not that big a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori.
You know.
It's hard to drop the extra gruffness in seamlessly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You okay there, DJ? I think we lost DDK. Technical difficulties.
Yeah. She seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I couldn't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something back. It's not that I didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Perhaps that's the most important part. DDK. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you know them. Ah, so you think this might be something behind it after all? I think Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what she may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviors today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends at all.
You know?
We're old partners, you know?
We're all partners, you know?
Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes, her expression is gentle and curious as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold, even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. It's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we try to find it first? Why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any more better, it's a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way over to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a water filter inside. Whoa, she's picking up the jug of water just like in the other game, the To Confess My Love game.
Oh.
See, it's the same classroom. Damn it! Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk and we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettles down on the teacher's desk. Is she going to go over to the science class to get this water?
This is very
big faucet sinks. Oh,
this is a very
bathroom water.
This is a very descriptive cup of tea.
Yeah, it's important. It's critical to the plot.
I guess
simply
so, yeah.
watch her movements, every last one of them. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts the speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I think I have to play a sound effect here. This one.
Alright, big guy, whatever turns you on.
Especially because of the long legs. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Damn it, we're only one step away from walking home together now. Yeah. Huh? Where are the two of you off to?
Nearly got out of this classroom.
Bunking out of the club. Yeah, one more second and it would have been it. Huh? We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realised how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Huh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? No. That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. It's important we both rest this heavy kettle. Or do you want me to tell you there's something wrong with helping involve DDK in club activities?
Making tea.
My mouth gapes. She's making excuses for me. She's eager.
Gaping.
I suppose, Gape. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, DDK. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. We're going to see a different background now.
Oh, yeah, we are. Look, a brand new background. A hallway.
We saw this right at the beginning of the game.
Did we? Oh.
Yeah. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. Perhaps she's already gleaned more information from the other girl, Sayori, and it's all becoming an evil rub on her. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but It's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. DDK, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me, like the time I shadow over what Natsuki's work? Because nothing that you do is bad as it makes you seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a little rain shower into a hurricane. He's a proper old Casanova, isn't he, old DDK?
Oh really? Because that still isn't just saying like the bad, right?
Yeah, but he's wrapping those words up in candy. So you should eat those words. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Sorry, I meant work colleague. This kind of counts as work, right? Yuri lifts her head. DDK, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, let's try to find this back door first. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill the water pitcher, we return it to the classroom. DDK, do you like oolong tea?
No.
Oolong? Why, he's the character from this show.
Look! I can see their parachutes! They're okay.
Oh yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Damn it, that's too complicated for me. I just prefer an on switch. Now it's time to get the teapot. Is that so you can make some delicious lukewarm tea whenever you want?
Yeah, well, the tea, I guess teapots have settings on them sometimes, but...
It's an expensive one. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Damn it, making tea for people is a pain. Because you've got to like put the tea bag in, and then you add the water, and then you've got to stir it, and then you've got to add the milk. When with coffee, you can bung the ingredients in any old order, and it won't ruin it.
You know, I don't drink tea or coffee, and I don't know, and therefore I never make it, and I should never make it for people either.
It's a chore making tea for other people, because if you put the milk in first by accident, none of the tea will come out of the tea bag because all the pores have been blocked by milk.
I guess in France it's a bit more. It would be a bit. I guess it will be a bit more simple in France because no one actually has milk with their tea in France.
That's a British thing, yeah.
It is a British.
You get to make your coffee with a cafetiere.
Apparently, the only reason you add milk in the first place in England is simply because back in the day the warm water would break the delicate dishes they served them in, so they had to add the milk to stop it from cracking.
Oh,
the porcelain.
Interesting. Kind of reminds me of the whole drinking alcohol on long voyages to keep the people happy story. Anyway, in that case, you'll only be even more impressed. I put the water in before the tea bag, and then before the milk. Now, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Whoa, see, this is the leaves in a proper decanter and everything.
That's Japan.
She's even started humming a little to herself. Ugh, I hum to myself a lot too, but not in the same way. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking. She's enjoying all the extra attention from DDK, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, DDK. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for now. It was the best cup of tea I ever watched. DDK, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Like savages? Absolutely barbaric! I need that GIF implemented into the Game-Geki interface.
What?
Why's that? It's a little easier than on my back.
A little bit easier on my back.
Oh,
I guess she has back problem?
Yeah, I mean, she's top heavy, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, yeah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. That's only going to aggravate a back problem because you're never going to learn. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. Damn it. I bet this is a really expensive chocolate he went out and bought in his own time.
Oh, I just happen to have these chocolates, like crazy expensive brand chocolate.
Bought straight from them Hotel
Oh, look!
Chocolat.
I even forgot I had these. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want them? Please take them.
Amazing.
Oh, look, roses. Did I pick these up? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Oh, I had them in my bag. After all, you can take one. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sarah's candy radar. Whoa. I bet he kept it hidden from her for another reason. Deep down, you didn't want her to know that you bought her chocolates. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I will sit together against the wall. Teacups at our sides. See, we're back to current tense now. This is in the current moment.
Yep.
As if in sync, we assume the same reading posture as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
Alright, big boy, whatever turned you on?
I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri is always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Damn. Your teacup.
Shaking.
It's rattling like the butter from Tomb Raider.
You were having a nosebleed.
I think the only way I can explain this is the closest animation I have is this one.
Game over.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with the hand that's holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Yeah, right. Bullshit.
Yeah,
She's noticed everything.
Yeah.
I bet she's wearing the nice underwear today. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. And so they walk down the forest and... After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs. But I rest it there just in case. And fumble with the chocolates wrapper. I'm sorry, I fumbled.
Puts it on his cock.
To hide his shame. I'm
That's
sorry.
really warm.
Briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Take that how you want. That's okay. I won't take any. That's literally shut him down.
Whoa, she won't have your chocolate.
It's literally knocked his whole radar back like 2 weeks. He was hoping for something on the first date. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. What a new image.
Oh.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. He holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is pressing against the top of my leg. I can't take it! Well, in this case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading it again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. And then I take another chocolate and I hold it up for Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lip as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. Well, yeah. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth.
I can see it.
Yeah, right there. It's a really skinny looking chocolate. Lanky.
Natsuki says hi again. Hello again, Natsuki.
Hello again, Natsuki.
Well, Natsuki kind of butted in here
it's
in this
part of the
intimate
game
moment.
engine. The game yeah, she's interrupted from across the room. Do you reckon they've programmed this game so it like sees when you're YouTubing about it and then it haunts you with the game's characters?
I guess so.
Yuri closes her lips around it. Damn, stop looking at my lips and get reading, you fool. Huh?
So it's like so it's actually square chocolate. So her eyes changed.
Oh, it's a square at an angle, I see.
Yeah, it's
So it was
a
tall
square
thin
angle.
diamond. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me to confirm what just happened.
Her eyes changed again. It's actually,
DDK?
fully animating. Well, not fully
Sorry.
animating, but
I guess I
slideshow.
shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. I said I didn't want any chocolate, but you ignored and gave it me anyway, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. Don't stop. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expressions she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. It's Doki
I like
Doki.
that. I like that lighting effect there. You know, the little particles of dust
yeah,
moving.
it's animating. I didn't notice that because I was fixated
Yeah.
on reading.
Pretty
Bit
nice.
of motion. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Ugh. How did it even come to this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. How did it end up like this? I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Ugh. He's really wasting no time, this Casanova. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. It's a woman he's only known for like a sum total of 3 hours. But it's
No,
really-
3 days, right?
Yeah, but they didn't speak outside of those times.
No, I guess not. No.
But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in my mouth. I guess in our context, we've spent night after night writing poems fixated on her.
Yeah.
I feel a hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone, Jesus Christ! I told you she's a Buzz Killington. Oh! I think I need a sound effect for this situation. Yes, this one. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share the poems. Oh god, poem? DK, you can help Yuri put the tea stuff away, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The bell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up.
Never talk with this again.
Who should I speak to? Obviously, can't spend any time away from Yuri after that.
Nope.
DDK, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I really can feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and that you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly, a sad smile. DDK, during lunchtime I eat by myself, did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I did a hell of a lot of stuff by myself during high school, but that may not necessarily be for the same reason.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, barbaric. I always feel some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people who you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers or problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I know I'm not a know-it-all, DDK. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I mean, if you're not normal, it's hard to make people see you as normal. You have to be good at lying, selling the game.
So in the chat, Nitsuki says, just Nitsuki in full caps. Well, we're going for Yori, so... And someone called Just Pete just says the letter K. I think Just Pete has the avatar of him, Sayori, which is kind of weird.
No!
So. It's not called Sayori, so you know.
I have all these feelings. All I can do with them is read and write. Well, you've got 2 more skills above me, so... If it wasn't until now, when I started sharing it with you, I recently understood that what I was missing all the time. Did they like really quickly just blast through the poems with each other like they're in one of those speed dating things? Yeah, blah 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 blah, yeah, next person.
It's kind of long when you go to them. Oh yeah, right, I see what you mean. And just you, they spend the time. The rest of them, they go, yeah, it's okay.
It's alright, next.
It's alright.
But haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful and sticking up for me and propping up my fragile ego. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, DDK. I speak too slowly. Except I don't, because we don't have time for me to speak really slowly, so I gotta read really fast.
Keep going!
I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you're always treating me like just everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others.
No, you don't on purpose to be fast.
I talk to you, I just feel really happy. You just have to imagine that she's saying it slowly.
Oh.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. After all, it is International Women's Day. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them!
Then screw them!
That's how anime people... And he probably like, had a big animated face and scrunched up his own poem and went, oh shit. I mean, I joined this club hoping that I would make friends. And would say that I at least had one success. Wouldn't you?
That's not why he joined. He joined for cupcakes.
For cupcakes. He's spewing bullshit. He's
lying
and backpedaling through every situation. He's such a shallow, dirty, rotten human being.
He's a dirty liar. That's what he is.
If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? I mean, you know. Yuri puts her head in her hands.
Just Pete says in the chat, want me to spoil everything? Question mark. No.
No.
Guess not. I guess you're gonna do it. I can't really stop you, right? I could ban you right now, I suppose, but can't be bothered doing that.
Do you want me to show you your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest way to get lost, world to get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming tendrils. Then back I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore.
I actually like that one.
The Raven.
Although, forevermore. I actually like that one. I liked Pavlovian.
Yeah, true. Aware the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea, so I'm a bit stupid, then it's her fault. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah, do, oh no, because you say Ori.
Oh, you wanted to do it? Oh, I just assume you want to go straight to the other half of this scenario.
Whatever.
Meh. Guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think it was that bad. What did I do wrong?
Is it that
bad? They say that a lot as well. Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this unless you're on Yuri's level. Damn it, if you're not good, don't bother. I think that's a lesson we should all learn.
Yeah, or you can get good.
Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? Damn it. Chill.
Damn it.
Jesus Christ, you cracked the fucking case.
She's broken the fourth wall. She's blatantly seen how this game's playing out.
What are you
she
talking
knows
about?
the mechanics of the very game itself.
Keep your voice down. You're really blowing my chances here. You know, Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you! Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. It's kind of uncomfortable, isn't it? He's specifically writing poems for someone, and everyone else has to read. It's basically a love letter.
I guess so, yeah.
Ouch! Sorry, ouch! I have a sound effect for that, actually.
There are terrible demons.
You gotta pay for that bit.
Ouch!
Ouch! This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business.
To be fair, though, Barry Burton doesn't actually say it's that bad. Nor did he say, ouch. So, yeah.
No, but, you know. He says, he dropped a rope. Grab the rope!
Grab the rope.
No, I've done it. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. It's all about impressing a girl.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Didn't
even see a poem. The game is already starting to move to the next level, I think.
Huh.
So we want to go to Sayori and see what Rex.
Yeah, just Sayori.
She probably won't even respond. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
Oh, Jesus.
Probably you.
She sussed it too.
Yeah, that's because you're about as transparent as where's my thesaurus when I need one? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Well, the only thing is transparent is invisible, so it's about as transparent as invisible. Thesaurus just tells you different words for the same word. Transparent as pane and glass. There you go. It's like a window.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. Can you see the pain etched in that drawer in there?
Oh, poor Sayori.
You're happy too, right? The poor girl's heart is shattered by this.
All she cares about is your happiness.
Div. In this club?
Oh wait, in this club.
Well, of course I am. Good. It's all that matters to me. Thank you, DDK. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
She's not even covering the fact that she's a broken woman.
You're not gonna see her poem.
No poem, no nothing. Sayori? Ain't you got to practice for the festival? You're letting the whole club down. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Tori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Well, this has gone well. At least Monica will hear me out. She has to, right? It's her job.
She's not one of the guys who can impress, so...
Hi, DDK. I could see you're destroying my club. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people that probably don't give two figs about it and probably laugh and throw things at us. Probably figs. I'll have to give it some more thought. In other words, I haven't given it any thought whatsoever. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It also would make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that. I thought about that too. When she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Perhaps that was the most important part.
Perhaps that's the most important part. Sadly, it's hard to get such a personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, I suppose she might walk home with DDK today, what with, him being...
Sayori being the way. Yeah.
You must be pretty into her. Damn it, my plate glass window! You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Oh! That means I need a... Oh, wait, I got the perfect sound effect.
Over.
The ultimate failure.
What? Really? Yeah, a fictional one, anyway. Foof. I mean, a fictional one is a lot less of a hurdle than a real one. I mean, even if it was a real one, there isn't a ring on it, right?
Guess not, though.
Monica kind of whispers the last part to me. It's just kind of a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, right? I don't really want to see any other poem than Yuri's. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift, the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search, oh god, it's a book. I search with little hope, knowing legends that don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all of us have turned away, the legend is that all remains, a last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. I am legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
That's pretty cool.
Brutal heartbreak there.
That's pretty cool.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of my own mind. Kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it was almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's only one thing I noticed. How good Yuri looks today. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Yeah, that's true. We pointed that out.
It's because they're all angsty teenagers, loaded with angst, gonna need much less edge on that. Are you surprised? I mean, if everyone was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? And we wouldn't be joining this loser club. We'd be in a much more interesting club, a sports-related club. I mean, people that join sports clubs are full people that have a whole body and soul, whereas this is just for broken people.
It is.
And the next best thing, I guess, somewhere in the middle are like martial art-based clubs. They're not quite the same.
It's the same.
Yes, but they're still not quite the same as mainstream sports like
Oh,
hockey,
yeah, I see what you mean.
badminton.
Badminton and hockey, those are the most mainstream sports you can think of.
I'm the most mainstream person in the world. Alright. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. Let's play some badminton. I think you'd know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Is it going to be something like click the auto button so it'll read it for me? Are you even too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? Picture the audience in their underwear. It can get really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into, especially from Gekidami. Quite happens quite a lot. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? Don't you think? That's my advice for today. Oh, by the way, where's Sayori? Oh yeah, I didn't care about that, so I didn't tell her. Thanks for listening.
What you telling now?
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? What is a catchphrase? Do you remember?
I see Monica has joined us, by the way, in the chat.
Yeah. Damn it, we're gonna die. Do these people just kind of follow everyone and play this game then?
I'm not entirely sure if it's one per. Can you switch your name that fast on YouTube?
I don't know, I thought you could only have one name per...
Must be different accounts then.
Maybe they immediately went out and subscribed it. Maybe it's just how mature she is. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, it's the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is throwing off a little when she's not around. What the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Ah, come on. Do you reckon Natsuki P's standing up to show dominance? She actually wasn't feeling too well, and she went home early. He only finally got around to saying it when he was really pushed into it.
Yeah.
Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori, and second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? A curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. Why did he say that? Oh, did she think that? I talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Wow. Well, it's fighting to her skills. I mean, the cupcakes brought me to the dance, the greatest guy in the world, so...
Yeah.
But we might need a lot of them, different flavors. Hope you've got enough ingredients. Hope you can handle that all by yourself, Natsuki, especially the cost involved. Challenge accepted.
Hey, is she gonna have to pay for all that stuff?
Damn right, that's why she wants to do
so,
it.
yeah.
I mean, she did have the cookies. She's basically the money woman, flaunting her wealth. I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. I bet she's using the school printer as well. So
I bet she is, yeah.
Sir will be helping me design them.
And she'll only do it on like during school time. She'll be done them all.
During school, she's doing this at home.
Yeah.
Yuri, you can, whatever, just make some tea, alright? Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? She's basically like a square peg that I'm trying to put in this round hole. Damn it, I'm useless. Damn it, she didn't think about this while she was sitting there writing all that stuff all this time. Great leader, great leader. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Oodles of talent, reams of it.
Natsuki's gonna take that poorly.
Now Natsuki's pounding too. Jeez, even I can tell. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. I mean, now the club is falling apart. Are we even going to make it to this thing? It's just going to be like DDK doing everything. DDK making some hastily bodged together cupcakes that he's paid for out of his own pocket.
But you said that's how we could end, right? If people just leave over time.
True,
oh, one of you's already left within 3 days.
Yeah, I guess so. They got to phone in sick. They got to at least pretend to be sick a few times, and then just don't even bother giving an excuse and don't show up ever again. That's how it happens. People that at least tried to show up for 3 sessions, they sort of half-decent effort. That may be the case, but if I can't be a leader on my own, then I wouldn't grow as a person. It's true, she's the vice president, is old Sayori. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? I know we're designing all the posters and stuff, but why don't you just make some banners and help set the atmosphere? You can do that, right? Atmosphere? About that, can it be gothic? I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind's already racing, I see. That's great. She'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But Jesus, don't chastise me. Anyway, let's just leave you, DDK. Could you do everything else? One who is truly useless. Don't say that. You're the master of unlocking. Oh yeah, the master of unlocking.
Master of unlocking.
In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Oh yeah.
She should have said, what about you, Barry? And you said, don't worry about me. I have this.
You, Barry. Don't worry about me. I've got a weekend of Dragon Ball Super mangas to read. I would be really appreciative of that. Why couldn't you just told Yuri to help Natsuki and then I to help Yuri, and then that would solve the problem straight away. So basically her job is tacked on. So the only person doing any real work here is Natsuki.
Natsuki, yeah. Sorry, that's something.
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? At least we'll get a new background. I hope they don't come to the school to do this. Or do it on the street. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. She just assumes that I'm going to help her. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. If you could try to of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own? Oh, she's quite eager. It's almost like Fred in Scooby-Doo, where it's like, me and Daphne will go and check the bedroom. Daphne? DDK, you may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. how hard could it be to make a few decorations? Anyway, Jesus, she's just belittling her effort. These decorations are going to be the absolute tits. Sounds more like you're making excuses for DDK too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to DDK to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said you reckon, like, she's a secret ending, the leader. You have to, like, do a load of obscure stuff.
Maybe.
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. DK, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Huh. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me.
Oh, right.
Nice, here,
I can actually fix Sayori as well.
But of course, I'm gonna go with Sayori all the way, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, I'll probably be probably, I mean, you know... I could go with anyone, really, but I think I'd be the most useful helping Yuri out, you know. I mean, I could help the others out, I guess. I mean, I'm not really that bothered. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, DDK? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad time of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. You guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, DDK? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. I was just shouting for practice. Yugi anxiously glares between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why DDK picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They'll go really well with my tea. Besides, if I help with the tea cakes, they'd only come out less than the best. And nothing I could do in the event can be compared to that, so... I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monokuma are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she was already had trouble with the words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri is trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori would always help someone smile and feel a bit good about themselves. No! I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, I'll get out of here then. Great, we're gonna get a change of venue now, right? So we create these decorations.
Assumingly, yeah.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? How would Barrett Burton say, Huh? Oh yeah.
Huh? You did say that as well. He said it to Wesker through the wall, and Joe's listening. Huh?
Sorry. I realised that I don't have a way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind.
I was really careless.
Should I give you my phone number? Whoa, should I? You want my digits?
Give me your 07.
Yes. 077. Alright then. You're gonna exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Oh, my house? Oh no, that means Saturday's going to be a busy day cleaning the place up. I probably won't even have time. Huh? My house?
Does it mean like you have to throw a cover over a giant pile of clothes in the living room or something?
You don't want to go in that room. Yeah, just shut a door. Just shut the door and tidy up one room. One room's really pristine.
Oh yeah. That sounds
Can
like
I
the way
go into your
to
kitchen
do it.
quickly? I need to make a cup of tea. Oh no! You don't want to go in there. What's this big pile of? What's this big blanket? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house, damn it. It's a house even
pushy.
messier. It's a fight.
Yeah.
Who's got the
It's
messiest
kinda pushy.
house? Alright, I'd better rent somewhere and go and meet in the middle. Yeah, it's my place. Good night. Nice, right? Damn it, I blew my entire savings on this. In that case, it won't be a problem. I didn't know you lived at a Premier Inn. I decided not to pressure you for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. It's going to take all of Saturday, and whatever Sunday leading up. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not really as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, DDK. All you gotta do is cut and glue. I'll
Gotta
be
believe.
the hand that guides this pen. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Oh yep, felt bad. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason why you might have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Sorry, two reasons actually. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself, an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Don't think. Drink. Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a while. I believe you. As if it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally realizes that she relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to this Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows.
What are you? Oh,
I can't believe... I can't believe...
I can't believe...
Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Damn it, there's no time for Dragon Ball Super manga. Damn it, I gotta hide my Dragon Ball Super manga. My anxiety shoots to the roof. That manga is literally bordering the floor of my bedroom and most of the rooms in my house. I live on my own, you see.
What's that weird
Even
solar
though-
panel there? Is that a solar panel to the right there?
Looks like a bush shelter.
Weird that, isn't it?
Yeah, it must just be a really elaborate bus stop. Oh, it's where people go to smoke.
What car? Is it garage?
It must be part of that house, because that house has a similar bit in its design.
It's a parking space.
Yeah. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it.
Didn't actually say you have to write a poem, so you're not going to do that then?
Seriously, can't wait. Yeah, I wonder if there's a different element of anything between now and the weekend.
Oh.
It's already
Okay,
Sunday. No.
Sunday. Okay.
I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. There's only so much crap I can shovel under this blanket. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we'd even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like that we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me?
Oh, this is a new
this
image.
must be his house.
Oh, that's Sayori's house.
Alright, sorry before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Yuri's house, I knock the door before entering it myself. A game we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Do you reckon she might be in a
Glad they
bad
explained
way?
Yeah, she's fine.
The house is quiet.
A little black.
Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in a room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Whoa! See, that's jumping out at me.
The hell?
It's a pop filter falling.
Oh.
That's what 10 quid gets you. I head up to the bedroom where I finally find her.
Where is she?
Sayori?
Oh, there
Hi,
she is.
DDK.
She's wearing a different outfit.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different.
She's
There's a
wearing
minute of
bottoms.
silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Nah, I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. That's why she's kind of perked up a bit. She's hoping that I'll clean it. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Have you given up on this whole Yuri business?
No.
Aren't you supposed to see Yuri now? She already knows.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sarah had already left by the time you decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We don't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Siri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Siri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, DDK. Huh? Sorry, huh? Why can't it just feel like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make stupid mistakes, then you wouldn't have been worried about me after all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. This needs an amazing graphic of a guy clutching her shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, DDK. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, sir? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, DDK? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I have had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's how it feels. And that's why I want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. Oh, I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did you really want so badly for me to just think about... Not to think about it? Why, Sayori? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me before about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. And I know a lot about betrayal. Whisker! Whisker! Because if I knew, I would have done everything I can to support you. Even if it's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, DDK. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste your effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. Is this text designed to be recycled just so that you could use it in case you were closer to Natsuki instead?
Sure, probably, yeah.
So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, DDK, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart, hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you come here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sherry's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Oh, goodbye.
DDK, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. I met Yuri after all. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. DDK. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides.
It's a bear hug.
She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. DDK, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have it in you to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Jelly Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary.
Why are we on this earth? To suffer?
Ah! Umbrella, I don't understand any of my feelings, DDK. The only time I'm not feeling nothing, is when I'm feeling pain.
Every night I can feel my arm, my leg.
Your hug.
Did you get the reference?
Oh.
Snake it down, the enemy sniper.
We're ruining the mood.
What? Come on, it's Master Mella, he suffered.
And that's really scary too.
Yeah, Master Mella, that's pretty damn scary. What's an arm and a leg? Every night I can feel my arm, my leg.
Goddamn fiddle! As she does so, I let it go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel... No, don't! Please don't! If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. Yeah, being a third wheel sounds like a real good, damn good time.
It's everyone's favourite activity.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. Damn it. The mess! The mess!
Push it out of your head.
I'm gonna push the mess out of my head like I pushed it under the blanket, under everything.
Yeah. Under the bed, under the blanket. Into the sink.
Sorry, it's right. I wouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow.
Yep, you can bet that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of Doki Doki panic.
Isn't that the same house as Sayori's?
They're all like complex houses. They're all like mass manufactured. They live in the same neighborhood, though, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yuri?
Wearing a different outfit.
I guess it would be. It's the weekend.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for me a long time? No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd have known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
Do you live in the room?
I suppose that's true. Well, we've not seen any other family.
No.
Weirdly, it's kind of odd that. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Arts, crafts, this amazing spray-on glue that you'll end up getting all over your fingers and your fingers stuck together. That happened to me once where I tried to make something. It was the worst. It took 2 hours to clean it off my fingers. You did manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well. No, I did nothing. I spent the whole day cleaning. Or at least moving the dirt around. Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope to get everything right. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Look, it's bedroom. This is where the magic happens. Straight to the bedroom.
Very plain looking bedroom.
I don't see any signs of concealed filth.
There's
Maybe
a
that
cupboard over there.
Yeah. The door is slightly ajar. I take Yuri to my room. So that's it, there's only a bedroom in here. They don't do it in the living room or anything. They just, I guess maybe there is a family there and they have to go to the bedroom to be...
No one answered the door though.
Oh yeah.
So
maybe this place...
can't be anyone else's house.
Then yeah, I don't know why they're doing this in the bedroom then.
I also have a double bed as well. It's kind of rare for a teenager to have a double bed.
Check out my double bed.
It's a Japanese thing, though.
Actually, those pillars. You see those pillars? They're spread out, right? There's a space between them, so that's a queen or a king size bed because the pillars are touching.
Just very small pillows.
I got double. Oh, I got big small pillows.
I got double, and my pillows don't touch.
Oh.
I have relatively small pillows.
First thing she does is glance around curiously and makes me feel anxious. So this is where the magic happens. It's so clean. Yeah, well, it better be after yesterday. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, it was an absolute eyesore before. Can't have been that bad though, because there's no like deep caked in filth that would take that would require redecorating to cover. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess if you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Jesus Christ, that would defeat the point though. You're supposed to be making bloody banners. That would be even more embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. Wait. Damn it! Don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was the process of opening the desk drawer of mine. The desk drawer is packed full of old copies of Dragon Ball Super manga and condoms. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. You really don't want to look in there, though. I let go of Yuri's wrist. The red burn
hole in it.
Grabbed the woman.
He practically broke her wrist.
She puts both her hands firmly on her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. This has set back the relationship by 2 days at least.
Probably, yeah.
So, should we get straight to business? Yeah. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Jesus Christ, they're going to be setting up burning candles. That's probably even against health and safety in a big crowded auditorium. Oh, wow. Wow. I didn't know you'd planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. Pfft, cupcakes. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I bought some things for relaxation. Damn it! I didn't know it was this kind of date. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so it happens to have these in my bag. I have these in my bag. I plan to cover the room, the windows, and black paper, and use the candles to light the room. But now? You're doing that in my room. Satan! I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. Do what you want. What's that wooden thing, though? Is it an effigy of Satan? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favourite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, relaxation. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch at the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? This one is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that you'll be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are these for? Asphyxiation. Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper.
That's its purpose.
yeah, no.
It lives to be folded in origami.
Could you just use notebook paper? We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? I only bought like 10. I'm not made of money, you know. What will these things be used for? Well, I'm gonna cut these pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway in the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper and the ribbon to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. Really powerful. I had no idea you were this good, Yuri.
It's really powerful.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense. Incense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me? Or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something with me. Here's a marker, DDK. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once you've finished cutting the ribbons.
I just noticed something. I noticed that on the chat window there's a weird like polka dot design. Right? You can see like little dots on the chat window. I actually completely ignored that, and then the last scene when you're talking to that other girl in the bedroom, I kind of thought she was, for some bizarre reason, wearing like polka dot underwear.
Oh, right.
And I was like, wait, what the fuck is she wearing? I guess I see polka dot on her legs too, so I assume it's not that.
Yeah, when it showed it from a different eye, I was like, oh, right, it's just that. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon from her to her desired length, and she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh?
She's gonna murder you.
Damn it, the knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern with waves etched into it. This is for letting the blood that summons Satan. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. But how about you, DDK? I have this. It looks really, really fancy. I like how he thinks everything's really.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, he says yeah a lot of time.
Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What?
Do you have the sound effect for that?
I don't think so. I don't think
Oh, we don't have. What is this?
I have this. This hole is dangerous. Take a look. Jill sandwich. Oh my god. I just had to play oh my god.
Oh my god! I have
what is
this!
That's like Barrett's main sound. That along with blood.
I have blood. Don't open. It's on now. Ultimate
Play
failure.
blood. Maybe it's part of blood.
Blood.
No.
Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Missing a crucial Barry Burton sound effect.
Whoops. What is it?
Well, don't play the intro.
You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Oh my god, this is the game taking a turn now. They're just so pretty, especially when imbued in your body. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship, the feeling of danger. Maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. So the knives is like what the raccoons was a pseudonym for the other day.
I guess so, yeah. It's a pretty weird thing to say.
You're laughing at me because it's really weird. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. Whatever you're into. But it kinda suits you. Really? Really it suits her that you're into knives?
Suits I guess you're gonna precise it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Oh yeah, that's smart to do. Ow! Oh! Now I've done it! DDK, why did you do that? I once played around with a penknife. And I knew I was going to cut myself with it, but I was just playing with it anyway, and sure enough, cut myself and pissed blood for ages.
Wow, amazing.
This shows how well smart I am.
I generally can tend to cut myself when I'm like using a knife for some generic task. but like cutting food and stuff. There's always be a point where I slice my finger.
Do you go
Not
chop,
playing
chop,
around
chop
with
into a carrot, and then like your finger's there, and you go chop, 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 and you go, oh no!
Yeah, and I pick up the slices of finger and
And go,
put them back together.
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. She's brimming with joy now that she's got a blood offering for the knife. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no! A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah, she stares into it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger into my mouth and licks the wound. I need to play a sound effect for that. What is it?
She's a psychopath.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I feel a tongue curl around my finger. This is the most pleasurable experience of my life.
In his teenage years.
Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back out. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Rory, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I have done something like that? I'm sorry. Huh? Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. Yeah, it was a little bit weird. I guess she was just trying to help, right? She doesn't mind. It's only a little AIDS, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. DDK, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, DDK. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where'd you keep your bandages? Oh, damn. I keep them in the drawer there.
In the meantime, you've been pissing blood all over the floor.
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving.
Wash your fingers down.
Nah, it's alright. The tension is quickly lifted. Her blimmin' spit all over my finger all day. We each resume our prospective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's a ribbon. Like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it'll be very effective as a door curtain. That looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tablets. Oh god, not those.
He's going to ask you to be a bannerman.
A bannerman! That's the greatest role.
Bannerman. Will you be my bannerman? Take the knee.
Take the knee. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching this for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
6 cups of water.
Yeah, we're gonna make some sick water paints. That, like, put on, it'll be like really see-through, and I do it again, it's still not working. Then like we've broken off the thing. Like, oh man, that's how water painting always was for me. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
See, that's what your problem was. You're always diluting it way too much.
Damn it! Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yeah?
But she was rummaging around your room.
Quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... Oh god, what the hell? Let's mix the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it would be much more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. Well, I think a good time to save it, because we've been going for a good long time.
You want to stop?
Yeah, I reckon so. We're in 2.5 hours.
Oh, but you don't want a revelation that cuts herself. Because I'll play what's shaping up to be. That's what this game isn't. It's essentially a melodrama.
Yeah,
it's like... So I was expecting like something more along the lines of Confess Your Love, right? Where it's like this insane twist. I guess it's not though. I guess it's like melodramas and stuff.
Maybe,
depression and whatever.
I don't know. I mean, I get the impression that they do something really bad at some point, but I don't know. Maybe it is just like really average teen drama, just normal teen kind of...
I mean, what would your characters be like? The youngest one, what, she's getting fiddled by someone, and Monica, I don't even know what Monica's fucking deal could be. Like she's taking drugs or something.
Interesting.
So, trying to make it be late after school. I don't know what Monica could be.
Well, yes, that's the end of part 2. So part 3 of this should really be getting into the meat of this, of the weird stuff, I would hope.
It shouldn't be over, should it? I mean, Jesus Christ, how long this game can be? It's already been nearly 3, 4, 5 hours now.
Yeah, 5 hours.
5 hours of text. Reading.
Reams and reams of text.
I've read books shorter than this.
Oh. Anyway, it's a good thing I'm not on every day, because I need at least a day for my throat to recover.
Yeah, jeez, like, there's no way I could read for that long.
My throat was swollen yesterday. It really hurt to swallow.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I think we'll call that an episode, as the plot doesn't really thicken yet, but there's some more hints of something afoot.
I guess.
So, that's it for today, I think, and we'll catch you next time.
Yes.
Game-Geki.
We'll see you on the flip side. I've never heard of Pavlov before.
Pavlov. I love that ice cream.